I got a bad one and she bougie. She want Chanel and some Gucci slides. Ain't nothing if the vibe is right. I need you. We'll be fucking them anywhere. You gon' fall through dinner every night. I see through all them hating ass niggas. You hate to see me make it ass niggas. My baby ass fat, but my pockets a little bigger. I said, baby, fuck your past. We gon' get the bag flip. Yeah. Show me. Baby, I still.
So what we have here are a pair of yellow Crocs that I have purchased for a customer. They wanted me to customize them a theme design with sunflowers, some coffee because they like coffee. We got some Coach charms that I customized myself. I glued the Jibbitz on, and we're gonna place them on our Crocs, however, so that I like them. And stay tuned. I just want to thank you again for tuning in and watching another video with me. So here I have the alcohol, 91%, or you can use acetone to sanitize the Crocs, clean it of any debris that could be on the Croc. And I just got a little cotton ball, tissue, paper towel, whatever you have available at home, and then I just start sanding the Crocs. And you want to sand the Crocs just so it can have a rough surface and it's not as smooth. Actually, Crocs are made out of a material known as Croslite. The Croslite is a proprietary resin material produced by Crocs Incorporated, the manufacturers and distributors of the Crocs brand. The Croslite is neither entirely made of rubber nor does it contain plastic. So that's why it's extremely important to sand your Crocs as well as use the appropriate glue to bond the Jibbits and the rhinestones or whatever you prefer to put on your customized Crocs. That way you won't get any falling off or ripping or any of that sorts. Because you don't want your rhinestones or diamonds falling off, because that's bad for business, unfortunately. But we all have to learn, and it is a learning process. So I'm here for new ideas. Also, if you have new ideas, feel free to, submit them in the comments so I can read them, because we're all learning from each other. So now that I'm finished sanding the Crocs, I just took another cloth and I'm just wiping them off again with the alcohol that you seen earlier, just to remove any debris that was on the Crocs or sand that was on the Croc. So that's just another extra step you have to do. Rhinestone ribbon. I'm just measuring out again the correct amount that I want to use so that none is wasted. And I'm going to be using Loctite. Loctite is one of the strongest industrial glues that is strong enough to bond the Crocs to the rhinestone that you're using. So I do recommend getting that. Now with the Loctite, I do use 2 to 3 glues on one to make the bonding even stronger. So what you're seeing here now that I am applying the Gorilla Super Glue gel, I'm using small amounts of Loctite because you don't want to use too much because this is in liquid form, so it's coming out pretty quick. And if you use too much, it's just going to get everywhere, and once it gets everywhere, it's going to dry pretty quickly because, again, this is industrial glue, and it is one of the strongest bonding glues that you can use, and it's going to turn your Crocs white, so you don't want that to happen. So I did apply pressure on the rhinestone trim so that the bonding process can happen. And what you're going to see here is I'm doing section at once because, again, if you do, it is liquid and it will drip and cause the liquid to go elsewhere, and it's just going to cause problems. So here you see me doing it step by step, and I'm just going to wipe off any extra little glue splatter. Just take the extra time to wipe it up because neatness goes a long way, and it shows your skill level as well. So what I'm doing here is that I'm using a blow dryer on high heat and applying pressure to the crock at the same time so that the bonding can adhere very well. That way it's going to be extremely hard for this rhinestone trim to, rip off or come apart. And I'm just again wiping as I go, because as I apply the pressure, you do get a little bit of glue that's going to come out of the side, come out of it. So I'll just wipe as I go, and again still blow dry so that it can dry very quickly, even though the glue dries quickly itself already. The thing is, with Gorilla Glue Super Gel, you can apply it to the whole line if you want to, because it's a gel, it's not liquid, so it's not going to drip. And it does not dry as instant as the Loctite do. So that's why you see me applying the Gorilla Glue all the way through. And then when I do the Loctite, I apply section by section, and then put and then I put the trim or the patch or whatever I'm using at that moment on it, and then apply pressure because this glue again will dry instantaneously, and it's going to get everywhere because it's liquid, and you don't want that. Now the sunflower that you see is a patch. It's not a Jibbit itself. I actually made the sunflower into a Jibbit, and I'll talk more about that in the next video. That way you're not gluing the patch onto the crock itself, and you're actually going to just make a Jibbit so that it's removable for the customer if they want, and if they want to switch up their Crocs or not, and it's not going to be permanently. If you haven't clicked that subscribe button, do it right now for me, please. And keep a lookout for more videos to come, because I will be posting more videos and more tips on how to customize Crocs. Okay, so I'm preparing to make my custom chain charm Jibbit. So what I'm doing is I'm just getting my croc charms and my metal pieces, and I'm gluing them down with Gorilla Glue. And you're going to be seeing me measuring out my chain on the croc. That way it's a perfect fit for the croc, and we're going to be putting the charms on the chain. How that look? Yes, so cute, so cute. Customized. If you want me to make you some customized croc chains, just let me know. I can do it for you.
That's why they got there just in time.
Also, I did use the UV gel resin that I showed in the video of my kids' princess customized Crocs, as well as the UV light on these Crocs as well. I just didn't show it.
Gotta make up about these streets, and no peace to make life we pray.